Hi. Well, I had an awesome time. I went right up to the top of the waterfall. And of course, my battery died because it's pretty cold out there. And then once I got to the top, I looked at the terrain and I could see stairs all over, you know, with the rocks and whatever. And so I figured Willem would probably be okay if I didn't come back for a while. And so I also prayed that he'd not worry and that he'd know that I was just out there exploring. And so I walked way back. I walked up to the top. Beyond the waterfall, there was another top. And then I walked over that. And then there was another ridge beyond that. All these ridges of rocks. It was like a stone mountain back there. Anyway, I got up to the top of it. And there was a lake on the other side. It was a big, I mean, it was, as far as lakes go, it was pretty big. It was not, I mean, it was a pretty big pond, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, there was water, and I wasn't sure that the water somewhere, or if it was just from the melting snow, which had filled up and it was puddling, making a lake. But these rocks are so cool. Aren't they beautiful? You can just climb all over them. I went to physio for my knees, and I've done all these exercises for my knees, which have arthritis, which is narrowing, you know, it is a bad situation, but somehow the physio has caused it not to hurt, so I can climb up and down. It's easier to climb up and down than to walk forward sometimes. When I walk forward, I have to hold my head up. If I hold my head up, I think it separates my vertebrae. I think they compress when I stand. And so if I hold my head up really high, then I, you know, blah, blah, blah. Lost track there. Anyway, so don't worry, I didn't get, hi Patricia. So I didn't get lost. Didn't know if everybody was going to think, oh no, did she fall? Why is her camera stopped? Did it fall in the water? No, it put it in my pocket as soon as it was too cold. See now, is that a pond or is it a puddle? We had a bunch of snow. But the snow is gone here. It's so strange. It felt like I was in Georgia. Oh, poor signal. Okay, yeah. It was, yeah, it was buffering at one time, but I think maybe it was just trying to die. The batteries don't like the cold. But it's so much like Georgia out there, you know? Walking on those rocks and those bare granite. I guess they're not granite, they're gneiss. G-N-E-I-S-S, I believe. But I'm not altogether sure. Anyway, so I've still got 2.5 gigs of data until the end of the month. And so I'm determined that I'm going to use up those gigs. But since I haven't anything else to say right now, maybe I'll just go, no snow, where are we? We're in Canada. But down near Toronto, it was warm. It was like 50. Unbelievable. I mean, here we are. I don't know what this is. Caladar?
Yep.
Caladar has no snow. It's just the way to Algonquin back here. Anyway, no snow. How's the fires in California? Are any fires still burning? Looks like spring, right? Yeah, on the first day of winter, it was above freezing and it really felt like spring. And everybody was saying it was the first day of spring, right? You don't have snow in England. No, that makes sense. Do you ever? I know in Holland, they, no fires now. In Holland, they have canals, and some years they can skate on the canals. We have canals in Ottawa. We have a canal, a huge 7-mile long skating rink. But the weather has been so warm for the last 10 years that I'm not sure how often or for how long it's been opening. Not that long.
last 2 winters were cold though.
And was it open?
Yeah, I'm unsure how long, but it was open. Yeah.
Seems like every time that the ice would be thick enough and it would open, it would rain or something, and so I have to close it, or it would melt. But my neighbors are walking on our ponds. Yeah, climate change, it's really changed Canada. I think I don't know, I think it's the best thing that ever happened to Canada, but that's very politically incorrect. But I mean, I don't really want blah blah blah. Anyway, it's a lot warmer here. Our summers are warmer and our winters are warmer. But sometimes whatever we get is more extreme now, right? So we get warm winters where we have a lot of ice, and we get cold winters where we haven't had a blizzard in a long time. I don't think we've ever had a blizzard, have we? We used to have them in southern Ontario all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, look at the flowers out in the field. Sorry. Winter flowers. Gotta have flowers, It's spring. More moisture in the air.
More snow in the middle parts of Ontario where you used to live. There was a snow belt there.
Yeah, I lived in Listowel area, Brussels, Ontario. And it was right on the edge of Lake Huron, which is one of the Great Lakes. Is it the middle Great Lake? Is there a middle? I don't know.
Superior is to the north of that, I think.
So there's Superior and Michigan and Huron, and then Erie and Ontario. Right? Of course, that'll all be flipped backwards too. We haven't had snow for a long time, so good to be able to talk to you and catch your lives with, oops, where'd he go? It's sometimes different with the time zones. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun doing this because I get to meet the people that are walking there, so it should be